Hey, what's up, guys? Here, let me turn my volume a little bit. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Let me turn it up a little bit more. There we go. So, yeah, I'm coming to you guys with the Aromage deck profile for you guys. There's another interesting deck that you guys are probably seeing right there. And I'll show you guys that next. I've been working on that for a little bit. And so that's a really fun deck that I'll show you guys. But for now, let's get through the Aromage one. So one Bergamot, if I'm pronouncing that right. So all your life points are higher than your opponent's, which most of all of the Aromage cards will have that effect. At least for the monsters. So yeah. If a plant type monster you control attacks a defense prison monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. So that's actually really quite good. And then once per turn, if you gain life points, this card gains a stat and attack and defense until the end of your opponent's turn. So that's, like I said, really quite good. And then two, this Aromage, I'm not going to try to pronounce the name. So while your life points are higher than your opponent's, you take no battle damage from attacks involving plant monsters. So that's also really quite good. And then when a plant monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your hand, then gain power life points. And if you gain life points, target cards in your opponent's grave up to the number of Aromage monsters you control and then manage them. So it has two really good effects on it. So. And then Aromage Rosemary. So if your life points are higher than your opponent's, if a plant type or a plant monster you control attacks, your opponent can activate monster effects until the end of the damage step. So that can be pretty crucial. I wish it actually said like actual card effects until the end of the turn, including like spells and traps, but monster effects are still really good. And then once your turn, if you gain life points this turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change its battle vision. So that's not as good. The first effect is the better one. 3 Lone Fire Blossom, tree a face-up plant type monster, social plant for your deck. So that's really quite good. You can summon out Rosemary or Bergamot, or whichever one that you need at the time. So really quite good. And then 3 Jasmine. So during your main phase, while your life points are higher than your opponent's, you can normal summon one plant monster in addition to your normal summoner set. So, and then if you gain life points, you draw a card. So that's really quite good. 2 Aromage Laurel. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, and I apologize. But while your life points are higher than your opponent's, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you gain life points, target one non-tuner plant type monster and trio as a tuner. So that's actually really quite good. And as this card sent to the grave, you gain 5 life points. So really quite good to help you go into your synchro monsters. So Aromage Jar. This is one that's used in some stall decks, and other life gain decks, because once it's flipped face up, this card cannot be destroyed by battle, and then once face up, during each player's end phase, you gain 5 life points. So it's pretty good once it gets going. So. And 2 Angelica. So you can discard this card, then target a Aromage or Aroma monster in your grave. Gain life points equal to its attack. And then while your life points are higher than your opponent's, you control an Aroma monster. This card's in your grave. Special on this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So not a bad effect either. They get a free special. So that goes really good with one of our spells. So one one monster born, 2 call by the grave, just to kind of help stop anything that might, like, or Ogre, Veiler, I think Ash, so just anything that's kind of annoying. Aroma Garden, this is what I was talking about with this. So if you no longer special a Aroma monster, except during the damage step, you gain 1,000 life points. When a punch monster declares an attack, while your life points are lower than your opponent, you can special one Aroma monster from your deck. So that's also pretty good. Using you special and then effect to gain 1,000 life points. So Aroma Garden, I mean obviously good. So on turn, if you control an Aroma monster, you gain 5 life points. Also, all monsters gain fire attack and defense. And then if this face-up, or if a face-up Aroma monster is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you gain 1,000 life points. So really quite good there. And 3 storming, obviously just to help bounce anything that might be annoying. Metaverse, just to help search out for your garden. So 2 plus wind, 2 dry winds, and 2 humid winds. So plus wind, you send 1 plant type monster from your hand or face up on the field to the grave, gain 5 life points. Target a plant type monster in your grave, shuffle it into a deck, and then gain 5 life points. Or pay 1,000 special 1 Aroma monster from your grave. So you have 3 different options. You only activate 1 effect per turn, but they're both really, or they're all really quite good. And dry ones. So if you gain life points, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And if you control an Aroma monster and your life points are at least 3,000 or higher than your opponent, you can pay life points equal to the difference, destroy face-up monsters your opponent controls whose combined attack is less than or equal to the life points that you had paid. So that's also not bad as well. So for disruption. So and human wins. Pay 1,000, add 1 Aroma monster from your deck to your hand, and if your life points are lower, then you gain 5 life points. So really quite good there as well. And then 3 Dark Bribe. This is mainly for making sure that you keep your board versus like Lightning Storm or Dark Hole or Rakeki or whatever the case may be. So yeah. And then I never made any of the extra except for Jasmine. I only made once, but yeah. So sweet, or at least this Roma. So while your life points are higher than your opponent's, your opponent cannot target time monsters you control with card effects, which is really quite good. And then with this card Secret Summon, you can add 1 human winds, dry winds, or blessed winds from your deck to your hand. So that also helps you search for the other traps that you might need. So these. And then if you gain life points, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. So it's also a disruption, so which makes it good as well. And then this Aroma. So while your life points are higher than your opponent's, all plant type monsters you control gain 5 attack and defense. And once per turn, if you gain life points, target 1 face-up card on your opponent card your opponent controls. That face-up target, its effects are negated until the end of turn. So that's not bad, depending on what it is. So, and then 2 Jasmine. So if your life points are higher than your opponent's, discard. And any plant type monster with discard points, or monster with points 2 cannot be destroyed by battle. So that's actually really quite good as well. You can treat 1 monster with discard points 2, special 1 plant type monster from your deck in defense. And then once per turn, if you gain life points, add 1 plant type monster from your deck to your hand. So yeah, that's basically it for the deck. It's more life gain kind of slash annoying than anything. I know there's better builds of Aromage out there. This is just kind of what I came up with from the top of my head, and what I remember playing back, kind of in like an order format. But yeah, so that's basically that for the deck. Now to show you guys this. So this is Burning Beast and Freezing Beast, kind of like a stun build. So basically, Burning Beast, once it's equipped with Freezing Beast, if Freezing Beast does damage, then Burning Beast pops a face-up Star Trap, and then Freezing Beast pops a face-down Star Trap when Burning Beast deals damage. So they kind of help with getting rid of back row, which is really quite cool. And then with False Dia, you just summon out this first, then you summon out your Freezing and Burning Beast, and just kind of start getting rid of your punch back row and stuff, and it's actually a really fun deck. I saw someone in the Facebook group had posted an art with this, and I was wanting to find it, and then I was like, well, maybe I'd make a deck around this, and it actually turns out pretty good. And then this is actually really cool too, combination attack. So during a battle phase, you can use this effect on one monster that has attacked this turn, and is equipped as a union monster. You change the union monster back to a monster and face attack or defense, and then also the monster that is equipped with the union monster may attack it again this turn. So basically, you attack with one of these, and then you play that, and then both these would be able to attack. So the one that attacked can attack again, and the one that was equipped will be attack. So it can be really pretty cool little thing there. I've done that a couple times where I attack and then I unequip and then I attack a couple more times. So it's not the most competitive thing in the world, but I mean for fun, yeah, it's pretty there, and it's actually pretty budget too. It's probably maybe 20 to 30 bucks maybe for the whole deck. So, but yeah, this will be a future duel that I'll do for you guys. But yeah, I just want to show this off just because it is actually really quite fun. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the 6 Samurai duel. That will be next, and then we wind ups. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all in tomorrow's video. Alright, there you guys.